Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-November 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with the intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of the month. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note here for you, Libra. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Pulling a summary affirmation card here, we have the card motion. This one's a pretty literal one when we see it, Libra. It means things have been in motion, things have been moving for you. So that's always good to see. But let's go ahead and take a peek at what other messages we have here. Okay. First up, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is some sort of new project, some sort of new undertaking. So it makes sense that there's motion. It makes sense that there's movement, that there's progress. Again, we're working on this new thing here. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. This is very self-sufficient. This is very you doing for you. I don't know that this is like a partner project. I don't know that you have a lot of support. I don't even know a lot of people know that you're working on this, Libra. But again, this is you doing for you. And you're doing a great job. Like I said, there's something new. We have it in motion. And it's very self-sufficient, very self-assured. We're very confident in this as well, too, which I like. At the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. One of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck, a good fortune, and turning point. So I think a lot of good is going to come from whatever this new thing that's in motion for you here. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is often a waiting card. So this is something you've been waiting for. If you look closer at this card though, the person in their hands, they have a world. So it's like you have the world in your hands here, Libra, which is great to see. So lots and lots of opportunity, lots and lots of potential here for you. Really like this new opportunity. Again, it's like the world is in your hands there. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is one of my favorites. Always a card of balance and harmony. And we always need more balance and harmony. So again, I really, really like Temperance for that reason. I feel like this new beginning is bringing balance as well. It's bringing harmony. It's also bringing moderation. We're not overly consumed. We're not underwhelmed. We're not overwhelmed. So I like that kind of moderation that seems to be coming through a Temperance as well. And at the bottom here, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is very strategic, very long-term. So I like to see this long-term type energy. We're making the right moves. This is very strategic. This aligns well with your future path, who you want to be, where you want to go, Libra. So some nice validation with the Emperor card there. Okay, moving on now, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to what's coming for the remainder of November. We have the card Moderation. It's funny, I just talked about moderation with the Temperance card and how it looks like we have some moderation coming into play for you, whatever this new beginning is. It's a nice strike of balance, harmony, moderation, but more moderation to come. One thing to keep in mind with the moderation card as well, try not to overdo things. So like, be careful of overspending, overeating, overindulging on things like alcohol, sugar. Those seem to be the big ones. Food, money, those seem to come up quite a bit. But let's see what messages we have here. Sorry, this deck is upside down today, apparently. And of course, we have our kitty here to help us. He loves to come be in the way. All right, so first up we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of reflection. This could be a card of reunion. So I do think for some of you, you'll be getting reconnected with somebody, getting reunited with somebody. But I feel like you're reflecting back on that time. It's very nostalgic, a lot of joys. We're looking back at the good things that have happened for this reunion. This is also a card of gifts, so I think there could be gifts coming in. Some of you are going to get a bonus, and again, moderation and what we choose to do with that bonus, or how we spend that money, so keep that in mind. Looking at our next card here now, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of working hard, but this is really a card of enjoyment. So being able to enjoy what you do. Make sure we have a nice mix of work-life balance. Again, moderation this month. So as hard as we're working, make sure you're playing that hard. So very much so work hard, play hard here, Libra. And at the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is inspiration. This is urge to get something done. This is the urge to rekindle this relationship, I think, for many of you. Again, that kind of nostalgia, those memories are bringing you back. Yeah, this is the urge to do things here. Taking a look now at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is very strategic. It's very long-term. It's about leaving a legacy. I feel like if you do have a reunion coming into play, then that person's around here to stay this time. This reconnection seems pretty strong. In terms of Ten of Pentacles, this can also be like retirement, inheritance, some lump sum of money. So remember I said there's a gift, and I feel like for some of you, there's a lump of money coming in here. The next card we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, this is going to be a card of really, what do I want to say about the King of Wands here? I'm kind of hearing mixed messages. So this is a card of respect. I feel like you need to make sure your schedule is being respected. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing respect. We were talking about the Eight of Pentacles, like having that enjoyment, that balance of work, that balance of things that we enjoy. We need to make sure we're respectful of time. So make sure that your time is being respected. And at the bottom here, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of multitasking, prioritizing. So again, make sure we're spending our time in the right places. We do have an inspiration where we have this urge to take action. Make sure we're putting our action in the right place. So some moderation in that place, some prioritization in that place, making sure we're doing the right things at the right time, Libra. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So a quick money message for us to start off with. Kind of a fill in the blank card here. The ever so helpful kitty today. But it says, I created this amount of money this month. I created blank this month. Okay, so in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses we run, investments we have, whatever we associate with money. First up, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Love to see this. So I feel like we're going to have some wins this month. Again, you could be getting rewarded. I do see some lump sum of money coming in for you. But I like these victories. I like these successes. It seems like we've been on this journey for a while. The Chariot is like action, change, being on a journey. It is also like the Vroom Vroom card. So again, we've been, I think, fighting the battle for a while. We've been looking for this victory. We've been looking for this win. The Chariot can also be a new vehicle card. So some of you could be getting a new vehicle this month. I mentioned that because we're talking money. We're talking investments here. And at the bottom, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is feeling like you have to protect yourself, defend yourself, feeling like there's competition. More than anything, I feel like this is just kind of the battle. Again, this battle's been going on for some time, but we're getting to the point where there's some victory, there's some award, there's some winning happening for you. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very much so a card of expectations. I love to see expectations being met, expectations being exceeded. This is also a card of like being very traditional, being very conventional. Again, I feel like you stuck with this. You kept working through it. Again, it's been a journey. It wasn't necessarily a quick win. There was kind of a battle that led to this win, to this victory. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is that hard work card, putting in the hard work. But most importantly, with the Eight of Pentacles, we do get to reap the benefits of it, which I feel like we're finally seeing now with the Six of Wands. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. This is a card of commerce. This is a card of expansion. Very fitting. Again, I feel like we could be getting some money coming in because of this. We have some new opportunities available for us. We've learned a lot through this journey. And now, again, we're at the Six of Wands point where we're seeing and feeling that victory. Okay. Taking a look at our next column now, Libra, which is anything related to money, or excuse me, anything related to love. It says, embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything. My goodness, I need to flip this deck upside down so I don't keep pulling them upside down. Anything in this column is related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Libra. First up, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, it's interesting. I had to really dig to see what message we have here, and this is continuing to echo through as a respect type card. I feel like we need to be tolerant too. So those are my messages. Make sure our communications are really respectful, and make sure we're taking a really tolerant approach as we handle our relationships this month. The next card that we have is the Two of Wands. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it can be a decision. So again, be thinking respect top of mind when we have that decision, as well as kind of being that tolerant, empathetic, well received. This can also be waiting for something. I feel like maybe that's where the tolerance, the empathetic is coming in, because I feel like we want something now, and I feel like we have to be respectful that maybe that person isn't ready, or we need to wait a little bit longer for that. This could be something even like wanting to see a family member and then they get sick and you don't get to do it, but we have to be respectful that they're not feeling well and then having to wait. So just a random example that came to mind there, Libra. At the bottom here, we have the Death card. The Death card does not mean death. I always like to throw that out there, but it does indicate transformation, change. It's time to move on. And so I feel like there's maybe something we need to let go of. Again, I feel like we're bothered that we had to wait for this, but we need to be respectful of them. So we need to like move on and not let it bother us anymore here. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. This is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. I do feel like there's like new opportunity in this relationship, hence why we need to let go of the old. So take this as an opportunity to move forward more respectfully, with better communication, a little bit more tolerant, a little bit more empathetic. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. We love the Six of Wands. Again, I think we're waiting for something with the Two of Wands. I think it will come true. I think it will happen. Again, it's just delayed. But I feel like if we can kind of give ourselves a reset, a fresh start here, things will get off to a good new foot. Again, the Fool card and the Six of Wands, very good indicator for resetting, restarting, and having a positive outcome. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Swords. Again, we're quite bothered by whatever happened, whatever delay, whatever thing we were told no to. But we need to move forward from it. We need to move on from it with the Death card there. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Expectation. I love this. So anytime I see the Expectation card, it's a really good sign. Things are going to exceed your expectations going into the remainder of this month. But let's see what cards we have for our last column. I don't know why these cards are upside down craziness today, Libra. But first up, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card That's always favorable for you. So let's start there. I love that. This is being able to make a final decision on something. This is getting clarity from it and then acting and taking that and making that final decision. So again, favorable for you, favorable information, favorable decision. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, self-respect. It is a card of strength, so being able to make that decision, being able to proceed forward. This is about doing things that are good for you. So these are all good for you. Whatever this decision is, whatever this clarity is, it's better than you expect it to be. Again, this is you making decisions favorable for you and having really good outcomes there. At the bottom, we have the Five of Swords. This can be a card sometimes coming through as conflicts, but it's like we need to focus on you and making decisions that are good for you in this case here, Libra. Let's see what other clarifiers I can give you here. The Wheel of Fortune comes up first. Love the Wheel of Fortune, one of my favorite cards. This is good luck, good fortune. More than importantly though, this is a turning point. So again, we're getting the clarity we need. We're able to make the decision we need. We're enabling this turning point for ourselves, and it's turning in the favor of you. Nice Wheel of Fortune in both corners here. The next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. You're stressed, you're exhausted, you're burnt out. Again, we need to make decisions that respect ourselves, that love ourselves. So this needs to be about you, for you here, Libra. We need to get away from the stress, the exhaustion, the burdens. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Swords. Again, this is the decision that needs to be made. And I feel like we're hesitant or maybe slightly inclined to try and compromise because we're focused on what other people want. But this decision making needs to be about you. I guess that's the message I have to give you there. Okay, now let's take a look at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them now. But question number 1, we have the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 9 of Clubs. This is number 26 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 9 of Diamonds, number 39 card. That's going to be a yes. So 3 yeses across the board. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of November. We have Jasper this month, specifically red Jasper. So courage to act, energy, strength, perseverance. All wonderful things there. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, at the end of the day, all you need is hope and strength. Hope it'll get better and strength to hold on until it does. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Libra, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your November.